Hey there, Chadi Bazzi here, and welcome to another episode of the Top Listing Agent Show. And today we're going to have a conversation that I've been wanting to have with you for quite a while, that I just haven't had with you in quite a while here and or on YouTube or social media, etc. And again, this conversation was triggered by a training session that I did today solely on the listing presentation. And I was like, we got to have this conversation because it's a hard conversation that ain't nobody having. And I am not going to say, does your listing presentation suck? I'm going to say, your listing presentation sucks, and let's prove it right now so we can help you build a powerful listing presentation. Why do we want to do that? Because your business is only as good as your listing presentation. Let's talk about that for a moment. How do we know your listing presentation sucks? It's not so much in you showing up to the listing appointment and having a conversation with the sellers and either taking the listing or not taking the listing. That's not the only place where that really shows up. It shows up on a daily basis, whether you have a listing appointment or not, because the majority of the listing appointments you may be going on are referrals, past clients, etc. They're not self-generated listing appointments. And what we know about top listing agents is that they are not the people that are waiting for someone to call them and say, hey, can you come by and tell me what my home is worth? Or somebody says, hey, I want you to go meet with a friend, and I'm going to refer somebody to you. That's not the conversations I'm talking about. I'm talking about the conversations to where you are actually one of the 2, 3, 4, 5 agents who are competing for a listing. So if we backtrack everything and we take a look at your daily actions, we begin by asking this question, and the question is, are you talking to enough people every single day looking for a potential seller to list their home with you? I'm willing to bet that 90% of you are going to say, no, I'm not. I want to. I know I should, but I'm not. But do you know why you're not? It's not so much that you are afraid of the phone. It's not so much that you are afraid of the person on the other side of the line while you're having a conversation with them. It's because you are afraid that you're actually going to walk into their living room, face to face, belly to belly, and not be able to do a listing presentation to the best of your ability. And all of a sudden, you're going to have this instinctful feeling on the inside that makes you feel like, I've been discovered. I've been discovered as the person who is claiming that I know what I need to do, but I really can't do it at the level that this person is requiring me to do before they even hire me. Look, it doesn't take a genius to walk into a past client's home and say, hey, yeah, I can do it. They already know you can do it. They're going to let you do it without you even talking about your marketing and whatever it is that you're doing. Where else does it show up? In your daily actions. It shows up in the stories that you talk about in your mind. It shows up specifically, let's just boil it down to one thing and one thing only. You're not taking the actions to find sellers to work with. Because here's what I do know. What I do know is that when you create a powerful listing presentation and you have an uncontrollable high level of confidence, you will do whatever it takes to find a seller who will allow you into their living room. Would you not? Think about it. Think about it. So, the single most important thing, if you fall into the category I've been speaking about so far, the single most important thing that you need to be working on right now is your listing presentation. Okay, I have a gentleman that I was working with last year, and this gentleman actually committed 51 days in a row, holidays, weekends, it didn't matter. All he worked on every single day was his listing presentation. Now, this is a person that wasn't afraid to get on the phones and was getting on the phones and making his calls, and he was making, 150, 200 contacts every single week and setting 0 appointments. And when did he start setting appointments? When he knew he can do his listing presentation with blindfold on. See, for 30 days, he took the listing presentation that I taught him and he wrote it down every single day, word for word, for 30 days in a row. 30 days later, he had that whole entire listing presentation committed to memory. So to test it and to prove it, what he would do every single day from day 31 to day 51 is he would actually grab his iPhone, put it on a tripod, press record so he can record a video. He'd put the blindfolds on and he would recite the listing presentation with blindfolds on, word for word, 21 days in a row. So 51 days into it, homeboy can do a listing presentation with his eyes closed. That is extreme confidence. And I'll tell you, the majority of his appointments that he's gone on, the majority of the listings that he took, the majority of the income that he made in 2019 came in the last quarter after he mastered his listing presentation. So the cure to your challenges, the cure to the setbacks in your business, the cure to your lack of ability to take action every single day, the cure to your listing inventory, the cure to your certainty, the cure to your savings account, the cure to the lifestyle that you provide for your children is all inside of your mastery of the listing presentation. So what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? See, most people are doing it backwards. They ask me for scripts and dialogues on how do I speak to a for sale by owner. Well, hey, we give you the freaking damn script. Or they want a script on how to handle objections by expireds, and we give that to them. And yeah, that gives them a little bit more confidence. And yeah, that has them setting a little bit more listing appointments. And then they go on appointment after appointment after appointment after appointment, which sometimes it takes an entire week of talking to for sale by owners and expireds or whoever you call to set that one listing appointment, and you get nothing out of it. You spend the time making the calls, hours, 10 hours maybe. Okay? My clients, it's less than an hour to an appointment. But most people that I'm speaking with right here through this podcast and through this video, we're talking about 5 to 10 hours before they set an appointment. So let's go with 5 hours just to be a little bit more realistic. 4 appointments, that's 20 hours of prospecting. Let's say an hour each presentation, we're up to 24 hours. Let's say an hour preparation for every single presentation, we're up to 28 hours. Let's say an hour commute for every single presentation, we're up to 32 hours for you to make $0. And it's not because you couldn't set the appointment. It wasn't because you were unwilling to do the work. It was because your lack of ability to deliver a powerful listing presentation. So again, I cannot stress enough to you the importance of working on your listing presentation. And with that said, I'm looking for a few of you that want to make a huge commitment to master their listing presentation, go on more appointments, take more listings, and become a top listing agent. If that is you, and you're ready to do whatever it takes, then I want to talk to you. I want you to go to tlastrategycall.com. Again, that's tlastrategycall.com and book a time to speak to me so I can give you the 5-step structure of a powerful listing presentation for free. And then if you're a fit, if we are a fit for each other and I want to work with you and you want to work with me, then we can talk about how I can help you master your listing presentation and become a top listing agent in 6 months or less. Thank you very much for watching this video and being a loyal subscriber to the Top Listing Agent Show. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take care.